Tanshe. Tawao. See if you could find a nice, quiet place to sit, preferably by an open window or open door, where you can get some breeze or a little bit of a view. But don't worry too much about where you're sitting. Don't fret about it too much. Just take a moment to find that spot and get comfortable. If you prefer, you can also lie down. If you have cedar or other medicines, plants or herbs, see if you can bring those close to you. If you're able to burn them, that might be nice. If you're unable to do so, you can just leave them nearby and breathe in their scent. Maybe hold on to them. Sometimes when you rub them, they emit a nice scent, and you get a lot of medicine that way too. So take this moment and try to get comfortable. Whether you're sitting or lying on the ground, you can check your body alignment a little bit. Check your spine. See if you can lift your heart, lifting it up to grandparent moon. See if you can keep your haunches and your feet firmly planted on the ground. If you can, try to elongate your spine as you lift your heart up. Tuck your chin just a little. Pretend like you're trying to keep an orange between the bottom of your chin and the top of your chest or your collarbones. Now we're going to take 3 deep inhales. In your first inhale, I want you to pay attention to what you smell. Pay attention to the scents around you. Maybe the scent from your cedar or other medicines, or scents coming in through the window or door, or just wherever you are. So when you inhale, I want you to really breathe in all those scents fully. And as you exhale, I want you to breathe out what doesn't serve you. So inhale. And exhale. Breathing out whatever scents might be bothersome or troubling. And then just breathe normally for a second and see if you can smell maybe just those herbs or medicines, just those plants, just that cedar, or just maybe some of the nice smells coming in from outside. And now, whether it's your feet or your haunches, make sure they're firmly planted on the ground for our next breath. And as you're sitting or lying there, imagine that your feet or your haunches are reaching down, down, down beneath the floorboards, beneath the building you're in, deep below to the grass, the dirt, the rock and stone, to our parent earth, who is all around us and underneath us. Reaching down and feeling that you are on land, you are supported by land, always. Imagine and ask, what's underneath this floor? And know that it supports you. So when you inhale, you're going to inhale gratitude. And when you exhale, you're going to exhale out that expression of gratitude toward the parent earth. So let's take a deep inhale. And exhale. Expressing all of that gratitude. And for our last breath, I want you to pay attention now to what you hear, see, or feel. If you cannot hear anything or see anything, try to see or hear it through what you feel. Do you feel any wind or breeze coming through the window or door? Can you feel the air around you if all of your doors and windows are shut? Do you hear the breeze? Do you hear a twig outside cracking, or birds or crickets? Do you hear people talking or cars? Do you hear any other animals scurrying around? What do you see? Are there trees or mountains in your view? Do you see water? Can you hear the water running? Do you see other houses or buildings, city streets, maybe a squirrel getting into the dumpster or the trash? And now take this moment here and imagine that all of those beings that you hear, see, or feel, that they witness you, they see you. And not just you, but all of you, every part of you, they know you. They see you for who you are. And breathe that in, and as you exhale, see them fully, see them for all that they are. And breathe out acceptance and being accepted. So we're going to inhale and exhale. I want us to sit quietly just for a moment and let that sink in, let that moment sink in. Really feel what it feels like to be witnessed fully, to be seen by the land around you, by the land underneath you. What does that feel like? What does it feel like, or what do you notice when you see the land for all that it is? We're just going to take about 15 seconds here. Just a quick pause. Now take a nice deep breath. I'm going to come back together just for another quick moment, and then take another few seconds of quiet. Pay attention to what you're sensing. Do you hear or feel things more? What other senses might you notice that you notice the most? Are those senses helping you communicate? Do they help you feel witnessed by the land? So let's take about 30 seconds here and try to just sit quietly for a moment. Let's take a nice inhale together. Start to come back together. And start to move just a little bit. You can stay seated. If you're lying down, you should probably try to see if you can sit up for a minute. We're just going to take our head and just rock it up and down a little bit. Just lifting our chin up and down, stretching our neck. When you lift your chin up, try to think of lifting it to the corner, right? So lifting it up and out at the same time, stretching the front of your neck rather than just collapsing your head back. And when you're ready, we're going to shift to shifting our head, tilting our head side to side, bringing your ear to your shoulder. Imagine mimicking the movement of a tree, perhaps like you're making googly eyes with a bird or some other animal, or maybe a pet in your home. Just going side to side. And then when you're ready, we're going to switch to a gentle head roll, just making a little more movement. This time, just relax. Maybe soften your eyes. You can have them a little more closed. And reverse directions. Again, be nice and gentle and careful. Try not to collapse things too much. Try to keep that lifted chest lifting up to grandparent moon. All right, and now you can keep seated in a chair for the rest of these exercises, but if you'd like to, this is a good moment to stand. We're going to stand up, and we're just going to shake. Just shake our legs a little. Just shake your feet. Just maybe imagine like you're standing in a pile of leaves, and you just want to shake the leaves away from you a little bit. Just getting a little bit of energy and blood flow in the legs. Imagine you're just trying to kick the leaves away to create some space. Make sure you do it on both sides. Then you're just going to lift up one of your legs. And again, you can do this in the chair, just lifting the leg up just gently. And circle the knee. So let the bottom of your leg be nice and floppy. Circle, circle, circle the knee. And imagine with that circle, you're creating a whirlwind and pulling the leaves back toward you. And when you're ready, just switch directions of your circle. Just a little energy in your knee joints and your leg, creating some movement. And then switch to the other side. So make sure you get the rest of the leaves on the other side of you. Pull them back in with your circle. But again, make sure everything else is nice and relaxed and floppy. So you can be standing, you can be seated. It should work. If you're seated, you might have a little bit less range of motion, and that's okay. Just because it might hit maybe the back of the chair or something. Again, switch directions. Make sure you get all those leaves, bring them back, the ones that you kicked away earlier. Kind of like the way we do grass dance. And then let's move to our hips. And so again, if you're in a chair, you just want to rock your hips side to side. If you're standing, you're going to rock them side to side, kind of pushing them out, pushing to the outer limits of your body, as much space as you can take up and you want to take up, both by the space that you're in, what your body feels, how comfortable it is. Imagine it's like your head when we were rocking our head from side to side. Again, you're maybe dancing or moving or making googly eyes for the beings around you. And feel a little bit like you're moving with the land. All right, we're coming to a close here with now moving those into big, big hip circles. If you're in a chair, you're just going to start shifting your weight all the way around in your chair. Might feel a little awkward at first. That's okay. Just play with it. Just creating some movement in the hips. But if you're standing, I want you to try to sweep the back of wherever you are with your hips, making huge circles with the hips. Maybe even trying to get your back flat and parallel to the ground. Try not to arch it. Just feeling a stretch in the back of the legs and in your hips. And when you're ready, you can switch directions. Imagine with this movement, you're sweeping tall grasses, trees behind you. You're creating a breeze. You're creating movement yourself. Think of yourself maybe as a body, your body itself as a body of land. You are a body of land. You are a body of water. Let's bring it back in, maybe just making the circles a little bit smaller, but still taking up as much space as you want, as much space as you can. If you get tired, you just go back to your hip sways. We as Indigenous and other folks of color, we find it's very hard sometimes to take up the space that we deserve and need to take up. So use this opportunity to do that. The land always wants you there. The land always needs you there. Take up that space just for a moment. And then when you're ready, we're just going to shake it all out, just the whole body now. So sort of as we started when we first started standing, for some of us, and we first started to create a little bit movement in our lower body, we're going to shake the whole body out. Arms, head, legs, everything. Just shake it out. Don't worry about how you look. Just move and be moved. Imagine that the land is moving you. The rocks underneath shifting your feet. The waters swaying you. The wind blowing your limbs around like a tree. And then when you're ready, let's come back together. And we're just going to take 3 last deep breaths together. And as we do, we're going to breathe the land and the waters into our body. And as we breathe out, we're going to breathe out gratitude. Gratitude to the lands and the water. So inhale the land. And exhale. 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale the lands and the waters in. And exhale. You can stay here or repeat this, or maybe do some more breathing and movement that feels good for you, just as long as you'd like. Or you can continue on, and I appreciate you joining in this with me. Kinana Sukomitin.